Hey friends! I know I usually talk to you about health and fitness, but today I want to talk to you about something that I think is far more important. Hold on just a second. 1 second, please. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? Isn't that the worst when you think you're engaged with someone and then it turns out that you're not truly connecting? Because we all know how important connection is, right? Especially in the digital age. But no one ever really tells us how to achieve it. It's like we're supposed to be born knowing how to connect. And in many respects, that's true. But it's also painfully obvious that we've lost the ability to do it. Now, why does this matter? It matters because authentic connections are the foundation of great relationships. And great relationships improve your overall quality of life, and that's business and personal. And who doesn't want that, right? So today I am going to I'm going to share with you through the benefit of my trial and error, the 5 keys to connection. Yeah, I'm actually going to tell you how to do it. So today's a great day. And some of these things might come naturally to you and maybe not, but each of these things is easy enough to learn so you can begin to incorporate them in your daily life. Now, how did I become the master of connection and get this great understanding? Well, believe it or not, I was a very awkward child. At least I always felt awkward. And this was largely due to the fact that I was a military kid. So we're constantly moving, I'm having to start over, new neighborhood, new schools, and that was just a bad start for me because by the time I got into high school where I was forming my identity, I'm trying to figure out who do I have to be, who do I have to know, how do I have to behave, just constantly recreating myself, mostly in an attempt to be popular, right? So by the time I got into college, I'd had enough. And I took it upon myself to read anything I could get my hands on about relationships, connection, intimacy, personal development. I read everything. But the important thing I did after that was immerse myself in situations where I would be able to test out what I learned. And some of you know that I am an investigator and I've been doing this for 11 years, so I'm still using this to the present date. In 11 years, I've interviewed thousands, and it's safe to say thousands and thousands of people. And my ability to get quality information from the people I'm speaking with depends on my ability to form a connection with this person, to create rapport, to make them comfortable so they'll open up and talk to me. And I can tell you that I am great at my job, right? I better be after 11 years. So the things that I'm about to share with you are the things that I have used in all of this time in order to help me develop better skills. The bottom line, though, as far as connection is, I learned in all those years of awkwardness, it was never about me, which is great news because if you're having those same feelings, that means it's not about you. The key is to take the emphasis off of yourself. Once you do that, then you can start to focus on the other person and it changes everything. So again, let me get started. 5 keys to connection. The first one is curiosity. Now, as I said, some things might come naturally to you. For me, I'm naturally curious, always have been, have to know everything, not afraid to ask questions. So it makes it very easy. But if you just think about it as, hey, what can I learn? A person, any person can teach you something if you're open to learning from that person. And the other part of that is once you ask a question, that opens the door for the other person to talk. And we all know that people love talking about themselves. So that's an instant icebreaker. So that's key number 1, curiosity. Number 2 is attention. Once you have that person opening up to you, you need to be able to convey to them that they have your full attention. Now, how do we do that? One simple way is through eye contact, and not like, staring through the person, but naturally remaining engaged through eye contact and body language. kind of just nodding in acknowledgement. That lets that lets the person know that you are following along with them. The third key is respect. And once you think about this a little bit differently, it might not be as challenging. Respect does not mean that you have to agree with what's being said. You are simply giving this person the respect, if you can't think of anything else, for the fact that they're sharing with you, they're opening up with you, they're giving you their time. And if you really are digging for a reason why you should be showing respect, this is your fellow man. This is another human being that you are interacting with. And so if you can't come up with anything else, you can at least show a person respect on that basis. So that's number 3, respect. Number 4 is empathy. And I just think empathy is the greatest thing ever that we should all work on developing, because I actually think it can change the world. Empathy, quite simply, is your ability to put yourself in another person's shoes. Can you figure out a way to see the world through this person's eyes, even if you don't agree with them? Again, it's not about agreement. You can just basically see it through their eyes. So, because this is so lacking, I think that this might be the most challenging, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. You just have to be creative and put yourself in another person's shoes. So again, key number 4, that is empathy. Our final piece, and I do say that, it's probably the most important, is sincerity, because everything I said gets wiped away, will not matter if the person that you're speaking to doesn't have the sense that you are sincere. Now, whatever your reason is for trying to establish this connection, that has to be put in the forefront as far as your attempt to relate. That's where you should go with your sincerity. I have a sincere desire, if nothing else. I don't know what your motives are otherwise, but I have a sincere desire to make a connection. And I think that naturally emanates from you, because people do have a BS detector. So be sure that you're sincere in your endeavor to make this connection. So there you have it. I've given you the 5 keys: curiosity, attention, respect, empathy, and sincerity. And I've also given you a handy way to remember them. Because when a person leaves your presence, if they walk away thinking, hey, that person really cares, then you'll know that you were successful in making a connection. So friends, I hope that this will help you make some progress in establishing better relationships. And I am certain that what I'm telling you works. I've been doing this for years and years and using it. So please let me know in the comments if you are willing to share with me how this has helped you, or maybe you're already doing this. If so, that's great. But either way, let me know. I always like to hear from you guys. So until next time, maybe something health and fitness related, but take care of yourselves. Wishing you the best. Thank you for your time and attention. Bye now.